We started a wellness company called Neoteric Nutra,
where science meets the soul.
Neoteric Nutra is a bioenhanced pure hemp extract that is almost 100% bioavailability rate, meaning it absorbs into the bloodstream at almost 100%. When you compare it to other CBD products that are 5 to 8%, it's astounding what it actually does within the human endocannabinoid system.
Over-the-counter products tend to work, but they only work, to a certain degree. But if you have a serious pain problem, for example, and you take aspirin or ibuprofen or naproxen, those will only provide a certain level of relief beyond which you're just going to have to suffer in silence. However, people can turn to cannabinoids for pain management, in particular cannabidiol, and they might find themselves in a situation where they actually can get total pain relief.
I received the product when I was having pain, hip pain, and as an alternative to opiates, Norco and hydrocodone, and taking massive amounts of Tylenol and Advil, I figured I was in so much pain, why not try it? And within a few days, the pain in my hip and the inflammation from my osteoarthritis completely went away. And I've been taking it every day now since February 28th, and I postponed my hip replacement surgery, and I am feeling extraordinary.
It's not going to hurt you, so the very worst is nothing will happen, which if you have a particular usefulness, intended, or use intended, like, inflammation or a particular disease state or some pain, you'll probably benefit. But even if you were to not, it has a very wonderful safety profile. You could take it in fairly large doses. We don't find a side effect to it. It has no impact on any bodily function, any of the parameters, basic parameters, blood pressure, so on. It has no effect on it. And so it's a very benign compound at its worst.
Mark's formulation, which we have in Neoteric Nutra, does not degrade in the stomach, and it makes its way to the intestinal walls where it's absorbed, right? And that's why it works within 30 to 40 minutes.
You actually feel the difference.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you have to be careful here about cannabinoids. A lot of people consider getting high to be medicine. And what I mean is, oh, I feel high, I must be getting better. No. Most of the medicinal attributes of cannabis come from a cannabidiol, which is the non-psychoactive. And the THC is just a good time for most people, but they're confounding the two.
I have enjoyed it personally for approximately 6 months, and I noticed a couple of unique things. One is that I lost the excess weight I'd been trying forever to lose, about 35 pounds. I've also noticed that my dreams personally have been much more vivid and intense.
I've never seen anything that's capable of such a broad medicinal utility.
This is something that is not going to create a high. This is very important that they realize that. And number two, this is not something that they can overdose on, or will they have withdrawal symptoms if they suddenly stop. This is very important. Like, for instance, I adore my father-in-law, mother-in-law. They're both 90. I'm going to give this comfortably to them. I'm willing to trust it with my own family. I want to reassure people that I believe it's safe.
The bottom line from my perspective to cannabidiol is that it actually changes the face of public health.
Do wanted to develop the brand so we can help get it out to everybody and make it as available and accessible as possible to everybody.
And we wanted to have more control of the branding and more control, most of all, of getting it to the people, to making it accessible to them,
Exactly.
to bottom line, like Jenny said, to help people.
Brian and Jenny definitely have it right. They understand the value proposition here. And the value proposition is this helps people. The value proposition is the product is sincere. The value proposition is that this product will definitely work better for whatever the use is for your purposes than almost anything else, if not everything else on the market.